to what Jorge Rodríguez is saying. The same day that the barbaric act was committed to take over 200, at first it was 251 people to El Salvador, and in the case of Michael, is one of the most emblematic barbaric acts that were committed. They separate families, they take away their baby, they send the wife to a place, the Michael to another, the daughter to another place. We were very emphatic to denounce what was happening, and the strong pressure inside and outside the United States forced them to return them. And it's in March when all this begins, because they are from the third flight that was traveling to Venezuela. And that weekend, from the Texas Air Base where they were taken to El Salvador. And that can be certified by any U.S. authority. And in an act of wrath, of anger, they take them to El Salvador, without taking into account that they have never been in El Salvador, without any guarantee in El Salvador. As testimony, very clear, they beat them, they were tortured, they tried to create psychological issues.
Solamente pensable en los campos de concentración de la Alemania nazi del este de Europa, que además era lo típico de los nazis.
Cases typically seen in concentration camps by the Nazis.
En países satélites, como ocurrió en este caso con el rata de Nayib Bukele.
Conversations and negotiations are only taking place with the United States government, not with the government of El Salvador. We never agreed to any conversation with the government of Nayib Bukele because he's just a puppet. Because those who had made the presence of Venezuelan prisoners in those, well, the Americans changed the terms of the agreement. And in the morning hours, between 12 a.m. and Friday, 9 a.m., we reached an agreement to swap prisoners. And we will be swapping 250 prisoners, U.S. Venezuelan prisoners, with terrorists who had been tried and found guilty. At some point in the negotiations, we get the reports on each of the 252 Venezuelan prisoners 2 days before the negotiations. There was an impasse during the negotiations, and the negotiations continued in the night. And were Venezuelan politicians made part of this negotiation? No. Opposition leaders in Venezuela, we had talked to them, some of them, Zambrano, for instance, Romero, and they were saying that within this process, all the negotiations, talks, we should go back to a normal state of affairs, and that they should be. We need to create a favorable climate for political agreement between opposite sides.
Okay.
And what's left behind with this? First, we have completely dismantled the idea of these men being criminals. the intention of taking those men to a concentration camp in El Salvador. We have dismantled the idea about them being delinquents and assassins.